You are watching the fusion of Spanish with StarCraft 2 in English. Welcome to fubsygamer. Good morning and welcome to another game from fubsygamer. This is a game featuring the Terran player Bizzaro, and that lagged a little bit, and he's playing against, the blue Protoss Typhereous and playing in Desert Oasis. Not sure why they call it Desert Oasis, as there's not a lot of water going on here, just desert. Anyways, now both of these players, you might not have heard of them before, but that's okay, because they're two good friends of mine. Bizzaro was a buddy from work, and then Typhereous is actually the brother of a buddy of mine from work. And both of them started playing StarCraft about the same time I did. I bought the game, I played the beta, and then I was talking all about it, and I was so excited, and that got Bizzaro interested, and then I picked up the game, and Bizzaro bought it too, and his brother, and then Typhereous' brother, and then Typhereous. Anyways, it's a long story. But in the end, they both started playing StarCraft, more or less because I kind of got him into it a little bit, which kind of makes me feel cool. Anyways, and I wanted to show you guys this game because it's really interesting. Now, both Bizzaro has a little bit of StarCraft 1 experience, but other than that, doesn't have any StarCraft 2 experience. And Typhereous doesn't have any at all. And he played a little bit of Age of Empires, and he played a lot of Age of Empires and Empire Earth and Age of Mythology, those kind of RTS games. But he'd never played a game like StarCraft before, a lot faster. And I decided to cast this game because I wanted to show you guys some of the things that newer players are doing. And I wanted to kind of show you, what's up with them. Now, I used to be exactly in their shoes. I used to be a very bad, back when I was in the beta, I was way worse than these guys are. I was an absolutely terrible player. Get back to work. There he goes. Like I was saying, I was a terrible player. I lost all 5 of my placement matches every time the rounds reset. I lost all 5 placement matches. It was terrible. And I've kind of worked my way up. I'm now a gold player, pretty high ranked in my division. Not like rank means anything in your division, but I'm hoping to go platinum pretty soon here. I've been winning a lot of games lately. And I just wanted to point out some interesting stuff. The reason I'm casting this game as well is just because I figure I'd go over a few of the things while we're going through this game. A few of the things that newer players kind of experience as they're playing the game. Now, I know on YouTube there are a ton of new player threads. There are a ton of, this is my first time, and help me out. And there's also a ton of people saying, if you're new, why don't you check out this? But most of those new player threads, not to diss on the people who are making them, because they are fantastic videos. They're really great tips. But they're still a little bit advanced. When I was watching them for the first time, I was pretty confused as well. Because they talk about micro and macro and build orders, and make sure you build your pylon at 12 and not at 11, and make sure you build your barracks at 14 and not at 16, and that was just over my head. And as I progressed through the game, I've kind of forgotten what it feels like to be a new player a little bit. I'm still really new, like I said, just Gold League, nothing else. So I'm still learning a lot. But I remember the thing that jogged my memory, the thing that got me back into this idea of being a new player and what it feels like, is I had another friend of work. I have a lot of friends at work that are playing StarCraft now because of us. And he told me, he said, dude, the other night I had this game where the guy totally rushed me, man. And I was like, oh, that stinks. Like, what did he rush you with? Was it like a 6-spool, or was it like, a dual-gate Zealots, or what did he get you with? Or Reapers, like Bizzaro's doing? And he said, no, dude, he totally rushed me with, like, battle cruisers and tanks and Banshees and Vikings and Marines and Marauders and Hellions and Thors. And I was like, yeah, dude, you can't rush with all of that. Like, that's not a rush. But that's something that I had forgotten about, is that StarCraft is really, really fast. It's a really fast game compared to others. Just the other night, I was talking with Typhereous and his older brother. His name's Black Angel. I'll probably cast a game with him a little bit later. And they told me that in their game, in Age of Empires 2 or 3, or maybe Empire Earth, I don't remember which one, we were talking about how fast the games are there. And he said that and Typhereous said, well, yeah, if I invest myself in like a 2-hour game, if I invest myself in a game and it's only an hour or two, he says, I feel like I've kind of been robbed of the experience. He said it should be a lot longer than that. And I was like, oh man, like StarCraft, if the game goes over 15 minutes, I'm like, ooh, I'm bored, let's get this thing going. Anyways, let's talk about the players are doing. So you saw that Bizzaro went for fast Reapers. He went for two quick refineries. Only got one guy going on the gas here though. Right into Reapers. New players love Reapers. One thing new players you should learn, oh my goodness, cue your SCVs back. When you build some structure, you can click on the structure. Like you want to build, supply depot, build, then supply depot. And then when you place it, before you place it, hold shift. And then click, and then right click on the minerals. And that will set him so that as soon as he's done building, like this guy who's building the barracks, if you right-click on your minerals, as soon as he's done building the barracks, he'll go straight back to the minerals. And you don't have to worry about him just sitting around not working. That's a good little tip. But anyways, the game is just fast. The game is really fun. It's really intense. Looks like Typhereous. Typhereous, something I didn't know. Typhereous had no idea about Chrono Boost. This is maybe his second or third day playing, and he just kind of picked Protoss, and he didn't know what Chrono Boost was. He doesn't use it once the entire game, and kind of blew my mind. Anyways, but they're doing great for brand new players. So it looks like we have a Stalker and about 4 Zealots coming in on Typhereous' side. Bizzaro building a supply depot here, trying to get some vision, which he does. Let's see if we can go to Bizzaro's cam. Yeah, Bizzaro, he saw this. He can't see it anymore, but he saw that. Now it looks like there's a push up the ramp. Not going to happen. Typhereous pulls back his troops. Bizzaro's got some Marauders. Looks like he's got slow research as well. Fantastic to have slow. Reapers coming around. Those Reapers were probably made to do some harassment, but in the end it didn't really work. They didn't really go for it. Now, it's kind of cool seeing these guys play, because I try to teach them a lot of stuff, and I show them videos, and day 9, and I'm learning as much as they are. But it's cool to see them micro a little bit, and macro, and just trying to get a better grab on the game, a better hold on the game. Go back to Typhereous. It looks like he's building... He's got the Twilight Council built. He's researching Blink right now for his Stalkers. That'll come into play. That'll come into handy a lot later. So here's another probe who built that. Kind of chills. Looks like he's going for another starport. It's like Stargate, so I guess that's good. Tons of minerals built up. Another thing for new players, these are just kind of some basics. Always have your buildings building, but don't do this queue thing. Because in day 9 talks a lot about this. A lot of people do. But like, so right now he's got, each Marine is 50 minerals. So he's got 50, 100, 150, 200 minerals here that aren't being used, when he could be using them and then queuing up Marines as they come. So he could have just another Marine queued, and then he could be building this, and he would have an extra 150 minerals right now. He'd be at 225 instead of at 75. And so you feel like you're out of minerals because you're queuing a whole bunch of stuff. But in reality, and that way he could build like a tank, or he could build something else here. It looks like a Hellion because he's got the reactor going. So don't queue up stuff, but always try and have your buildings producing. Check out the units tab. Another good idea, another good thing to do is to always build workers. Workers are super important. If you look, Typhereous has 27 workers, while Bizzaro has 16 workers and 2 mules. Their income, it's about the same because of those mules. Actually looks like Bizzaro's winning right now, but Typhereous will soon catch up. You want to have like maybe 30 workers or so at each expansion. Now you can get into the deep numbers of 3 at each patch and exactly when you should transfer over and stuff like that, and those are great in some more advanced tutorial videos. But for now, just remember to always build workers. Just always build stuff out of everything that you have. Never let anything go just inactive. Looks like he's got 3 Zealots here. Can he see up the... No, see. So Typhereous can't see up this ramp, but Bizzaro can see down it. This is Bizzaro's view. He can see these Zealots, and they're just chilling. Alright, let's see what's going on. Looks like he's going to go. Oh, that Reapers. Looks like those Reapers might go and do something. Typhereous got double Void Rays. Void Rays are super strong, especially in the lower leagues. Even in mine, even in Gold League, you see a lot of Void Rays. They're really, really strong units. He's also got control of this Zelnaga Tower. Really important. Got his proxy pylon there. That's great. It looks like all those Zealots are just going to get owned by those Reapers. Those Reapers have really great micro. But he's got his 2 Void Rays in here. Killing the workers. Fantastic idea to kill the workers, because you never know how long they're going to be there for. Only 2, that's more harassment than anything else. So you go for the workers, and you just try and kill as many as you can to destroy their economy. Now in a situation like this, you probably want to pull back. You're going to lose your Void Rays, so you might as well pull back and just chill back here. He doesn't until he loses 1. Then he pulls back, which is a great idea. He needs to keep it back here. Looks like he's still shooting, trying to get with those Marines, and that's not going to be very successful. We'll keep our eye on him just in case he dies. Oh, he just died. So we've got 2 more Void Rays coming in. Now the reason I say it's good to pull back is because this push could have been 2 Void Rays killing the workers. Now look at Bizzaro's economy. It's at 0 income right now because he pulled his workers off of mining. Now once Typhereous saw that, and then the Marines came in to destroy them, his Void Rays, he could have pulled his Void Rays back here, waited for these 2 to show up, and then it would have been 4 Void Rays coming back into the fight instead of just 2. So it's really good to pull back if you don't feel like you're going to win that fight. Right now, well, he might win. There's only a couple Marines. But if he feels like he's not going to, pull back. Wait for 2 more, go back in. Then it becomes 6 instead of 4 instead of 2. So you can see these Void Rays really strong. Void Rays are fantastically strong in this game. Especially at the lower levels. Still got control of this. Looks like what's happening in the base. Not too much. Minerals are getting mined out. 2 more Void Rays on their way. Looks like he's got an expansion going up in the bottom left corner there. Void Ray, oh, looks like he lost one. Void Ray going for the kill. Yeah, too many SCVs repairing that. Looks like he loses that Void Ray. Again, this could be 6 Void Rays coming in, but he's got to pull back and then go back in. Don't be afraid to pull back. But looks like those Void Rays are still doing a fantastic job, because Bizzaro has had 0 income for like the past 2 or 3 minutes or so. And that's fantastic. That means these Void Rays are more than paying for themselves as they're destroying units. Probably shoot for the Marines, not the Marauders, because the Marines will shoot you back. That's okay. Bizzaro's still ready. Typhereous, they're both still ready. But they're doing great anyway. So Bizzaro's got to get his miners back. He's got to get his workers back to mining.